My name is Caroline Merritt, and I'm up here because I want to talk to y'all about something that's very near and dear to my heart. So, a little bit about myself. I come from the little southern town of Bluefield, West Virginia, and after all these years, I can finally be proud to say that for most of my life, I rejected anything and everything about where I came from. You know, I just wanted to be in a big, glamorous city. I felt like I wanted to see more of the world, and I didn't even realize the world that I had right in my backyard. I've always gone hiking with my dad, but I always thought of it as a bonding thing, and I never really realized, where I was. And then one day, my dad took me up Little Wolf Creek, which is a trail in the Appalachian Mountains, and he gave me a pen and paper when we got to the top, and he told me to just write about it. And I said, "What are you talking about? I don't feel anything." He said, "Seriously, just take it in and write about it." So I look up, and it's like my eyes opened for the first time, and I looked at this beautiful mountain scene. It's just mounds and mounds of infinite beauty. It was in the late fall, it's the colors. You see mountains and valleys and this infinite beauty. And that's when I knew that West Virginia is my roots. And the other story of that is what is actually happening to these mountains. And on top of all this infinite beauty is this vast expanse of nothingness. And it's these alien moonscapes that have fallen victim to mountaintop removal. And what that actually is coal companies will go in and blast the mountains 400 feet under, and they'll take the coal streams, and then they'll take all that extra sludge and dump it in the mountain, in the valleys right next door. And they sign contracts, they'll repair it, and it never gets done, and it's left with nothing. It's left with no life. It's losing wildlife. You're losing jobs for coal miners because they do this because it's cheap, because it costs less to buy explosives than it does to pay for a family of miners. So what I'm asking you to do is to stand up for West Virginia, because the nation is only as strong as its weakest link, and we can't move on without support. Right now we're looking for tourism. We need to build up our mountains. We need to build up our rivers, because it's a beautiful place, and these mountains are our protection. I believe that nature cures. And the way that you can help that is you can write letters to your representatives, because the EPA is passing bills all the time for environmental protection, for moving forward, and it's up to you to help get the word out that you still care. And also, one thing that's going on right now is Virginia Power Shift. Beginning first weekend of October, we're all going and we're getting the word out. We're giving support. There are things you can do, and there are ways you can help everyone in this country and help the little towns and show support for where we are all from.